Hey, it's time to dish with D. That's me. I don't know how it even started, but it did. Today, it's part 2 of our Thanksgiving strategies. You guys requested I continue my Thanksgiving talk. I tried to wait a week or a few weeks because we did have plenty of time, but this week, I want to focus on now. Do you like that segue? Now, because we're in the now, and we still have today, in fact, is 2 weeks from Thanksgiving. Perfect timing for this video, if I do say so myself. 2 weeks. We have 2 weeks to prepare ourselves. Now, here's the thing. Now, this is what's gotten me back on track. Thanksgiving's in 2 weeks. I thought, because I had a really bad last few days. No rhyme or reason why, but there is a rhyme or reason why. It's human nature. Let's call it what it is. It's human nature to eat. So yeah. But what has gotten me a little bit more focused is it's Thanksgiving. Now, I don't want to go into Thanksgiving higher than I need to be. Now, I can't say at a certain weight because I don't even know what that weight is for me that I really should be at. It's hard to figure out. Now, when you're 270 pounds, you're happy to be 170 pounds, but not Weight Watchers. So, yeah, I am probably, I think I was 156. So, right now, I'm hovering at about half a pound above my goal weight. Whatever. So, I need to really reel it in these next 2 weeks in order to go in there at least below my goal weight. Because, like I always say, it's Thanksgiving, and I plan on having a good one. I'm not going to sit there and sacrifice Thanksgiving because I'm on a weight loss journey. Not happening. I have to have some strategies. Like, not plans. It's strategic, because that's basically, we're trying to, this is a battle of the bulge, as I like to call it. Remember my talk from last Christmas season, or holiday season, whatever you like to call it? That time last year, I was Colonel D, and we were having, we were battling the bulge because the holidays are a killer. They are. But see, it's a normal killer. Everybody gets killed during that time, so I don't feel it's quite as bad. But we need to go in with strategies. So my strategy is to buckle my butt down right now. Yes, because we cannot afford to gain any more. I'd be happy, honestly, if I just maintained the next 2 weeks. But we would like to have, I'm not going to lie, we'd like to have at least maybe a pound and a half off, which is it a lot at my weight? Yeah. For me to lose a pound and a half in a week, yeah, it's a lot. When you're in maintenance and you're pretty much at goal, it's hard to lose. But your body doesn't want to let it go. Remember, the less you have to lose, the harder it is to lose it. I'm not going to be pulling off these big, it's just not going to happen. So I'm not really, like I said, I'm happy if I maintain this week, get a quarter of anything. So we need to get that under control. So that's in the forefront. That's helping the binge issue, because I know that I really can't afford it. Number 2 is we have to, not really this week, more next week and the week of Thanksgiving, we need to bank our points. Yes, people, we need to put 4 points away every stinking day. Now, it doesn't really pay to do it the week before because, like, you can carry the week's points over. But definitely, when you're banking points, you're actually better on the plan. You're undercutting your points. So, yeah, it might be a good idea to bank 4 points every day next week, too, because then you're definitely at a point deficit. And as we know, the more of a point deficit you are, yeah, you're probably going to lose. Hence, my issue of not losing. But yes, so that's why I'm not a person who tells people to eat 18 points on a 23-point day. Because guess what? You're eating 18 points, and then you want to eat 23? Yeah. Let me know how that works out. We'll talk. But this is about Thanksgiving. So yeah, so maybe to prep yourself, you might want to try banking, maybe not 4, but banking some. We'll do it that way. That might make more sense. We'll bank a few. So this way your body's prepped for storing away points, and maybe it'll show better on the scale. So like I said, if you have that loss and then you have that cushion to gain, and it might not feel as detrimental, but to me, I don't worry about it. It's Thanksgiving, and I'm sorry, maybe I'm the only one out there saying this, but I really totally don't care. It's, you can say, well, it's one day. Yeah, it is one day. But these are just foods you don't have around any other time of the year. And I'm sorry, that to me is my traditions is based in food. Some people's traditions baked. Food again. Traditions are with different gatherings or different things that they do. For me, every memory I have in my whole life is based on food. I'm Italian. That's how we live. It just is, and I finally embraced that instead of trying to fight against it. It is who I am, and like it or not, that's life. It's some rain here. Second day of rain, actually. So yeah, my definite advice is, yes, banking points, prepping your body, trying to be really good on plan these next 2 weeks, because it'll give you a little leeway. So when you do gain, you had that little, extra pound and a half loss so you can, I don't use the word afford to gain, but you won't feel quite as bad gaining. And you know what I say about trying to fill your plate with 0 point foods. Like I said, I have a beautiful roasted autumnal vegetable, and my turkey, and let me tell you something, I love butternut squash. That to me is the most underused vegetable on plan. I don't know. It's so good. It feels naughty, but it's not. And I love making things with butternut squash, and this butternut squash soup on the Weight Watchers app is so good. I do have a video for that. Surprise! So definitely we need to plan. We need to sit there, and we need to. Maybe that'll focus. It has focused me better. I mean, I got Thanksgiving in 2 weeks from today, and I need to zip it. Oh, God. Why can't I pick a different thing to do? Why did it have to be weight loss? Would have been fun just to do. I don't know. Something else. This is this. When I wrap things around food, it's difficult. I mean, growing up, it was all about food. I mean, God, if I could sit there and bring you back in time to our holiday table, you would just. I remember when my husband first came, I invited him to a meal, and he was just like, oh my God. He's like, there was food from one end of the table to the other. And to me, I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, what's the matter? Because there's all this food. I'm like, well, I guess you could say it's a lot. I never really thought of it. It was just normal for us. Not all of it was bad. Not all of it was bad. It just was, then again, you have a lot of good food, it's still going to be bad. But yeah, so everything in my life, look at the beautiful leaves. Oh, that looks so pretty today. I guess the rain helped fall off. It's tied into food. People will look at a picture, and to me, it's taste of something. It brings me back, and like this. It's a funny story. Every Christmas Eve, my mother made, it was our fishes, feast of the 7 fishes. So she made the anchovy gravy that we called alige. It was you get the anchovies and you melt them. Well, that stinks. I don't lie, it stinks. But yet, when I smell that, it reminds me of Christmas Eve. So when I was a kid, it's just that smell. I'd wake up and you knew it was Christmas Eve. You knew Santa was coming that night. It was a wonderful thing. And I think I hold more memories with food than I do with anything else. Any kind of objects, it's all for me the taste. Like certain cookies my mother made, and the spaghetti, the anchovy gravy. It just. So I definitely embrace holidays and embrace family traditions of food, because they're my memories. They're my photo album of my life. So yeah, they're always going to be there, and I have to embrace it, because that's just how it is. So I am prepping my body for Thanksgiving. I am prepping my point bank for Thanksgiving. And I am prepping my pantry for Thanksgiving, because we need to have the right foods in order to be, have a chance. I got to and with stinking COVID, I don't even know we're going to get out soon. So I do have squash, so I'm ahead of the game. So I need to get my Brussels sprouts and some, what's they want on that plate? I have some broccoli, but I don't think it's going to last 2 weeks. Oh yeah, but I've had horrible luck with vegetables anymore. I bring them home. I think it's my crisper drawer. And all of a sudden, it's like days later, they're like, I can't keep celery for anything. Onions I don't have a problem with. It seems to be celery and broccoli. Oh, I love broccoli. But yeah, and then I prep myself a dessert. Make your 0-point cranberry sauce. It's a winner. You don't, and these are things that I'm sharing. That let me tell you something. You're not sacrificing taste whatsoever. You're gonna eat that and say, "Wow, this is WW friendly." That's the kind of food I go for. Because if it tastes like a diet food, I don't want it. Because it's not going to satisfy me. I need to have something that I feel that it's as close to the original as I can. I don't want to sacrifice taste for points. I'm just not that person. Maybe you are, and that's your choice, but I will not sacrifice taste for points. If I go over the points, so be it. That's how life has to be. But yes, I want you guys not to be afraid of Thanksgiving. I don't want you to sit there and have a free-for-all either. I mean, COVID's getting bad again, and I'm seeing people close up again. They were just opening up. I could see, I talk to people I haven't talked to in a long time. They're leaving comments again because they were starting to feel a little bit, and then all of a sudden, here we go, we're back in hell's basement. So I don't want you to get so self-absorbed with COVID, because here's the thing that I learned: no matter what I did, it wasn't going to go away. So what I really did is I focused more on my journey, and I focused more on what I could do for myself to make me healthier. And this channel was it, because this is what I had. This was my cusp, and that's why you notice, like, I had a lot more content, a lot of different content, a lot more videos, because I just needed to focus and think of something else. Because what was going on in the world is Hell's Kitchen, it really is. And I can't look at that. I can't watch the news. I can't watch all the updates, because it's not going to help me do anything. I'm going to do the best that I can. I'm going to wear my mask. I'm going to use my sanitizer. I'm going to do the best, but I can only do that. I can't change anything. So, but what I can change is how I react. And that was what I did, and what I could do. Who can I help? That's what I focused on. So if you're sitting there feeling scared and feeling upset and feeling worried, focus on you. Focus on your journey. Hang out with me. I'm live every night. Come, open up, talk to somebody, because we're there for you. And I know like I said, I know it's bad. I know everybody's scared and worried. But we need to focus on something we can control. Because we can't control this. We can't. There's nothing we can do. Nothing. I'm just going to stop. Let's go try to run that yellow light. So if you need, come to the tea room. Email me. Message me if you need to talk. I get it. But that's where I put my focus on. My focus right now is on Thanksgiving and getting ready. That's what I'm focusing on. I can't listen to what's going on out there. I refuse to, because it's not going to make a difference in my world. I can only do what I can do. I can only control what I can control. I can't control everything. And the same thing with your weight loss journey. You can't control everything that you eat. As much as they tell you can, you can't. And when you accept that, it makes a difference. It made the difference for me, and I hope it makes a difference for you. So I'm going to end this video here at the light. And I hope you enjoy. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. If we don't talk, check it out. Check out part 1 if you haven't seen part 1. And I will hopefully remember to link that. And if you enjoy these, give it a thumbs up. Let me know your Thanksgiving strategies. Have a great rest of your day. We will dish another day like they do. And see ya.